sports coverage of the National Football League finds us across the Atlantic and along the River Liffey in the wonderful city of Dublin, Ireland. Coming up, another installment of the NFL International Series, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, so happy to be here. We are underway from Dublin, folks, in the NFL International Series. And it takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. Under center is a 6'2", 225-pound signal caller, Aaron Rodgers.
Almost certainly a future Hall of Famer, and he's still seeking the storybook ending to his career. But he had patience, looked around, took his time before choosing his team, and boy, are they glad that he did, because he still has a lot of juice left despite being 41 years old. Finishing the top 10 in passing yards last season with nearly 4,000 yards and touchdowns as well with 28.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Man coverage to start the game, and I expect we'll see a good amount of that. They trust their secondary to hold down the fort and let their pass rushers get home, and that's a good job right on play one.
Now a 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Austin brings in the quick throw. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Throwing is Rodgers. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. 4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. Leading the charge under center will be their 6'5" quarterback, Carson Wentz.
And when you look at him, you see that he's got all the tools you want in a quarterback. The big frame, the quick release, strong arm, has escapability. The issue sometimes, tries to do too much instead of just taking the throws that are available to him, and occasionally turnovers get him into trouble.
They'll run. This is Jordan Mason. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Straight ahead, here's Mason. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while, because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Wentz now to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. To throw, it's Wentz. Now he's forced out left. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
It's a gain of 28 yards. And the Vikings, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
After the sack, you could understand him maybe being a little bit nervous back there, a little skittish. But he looked awfully decisive when he took off and ran.
Very decisive and picked up that 1st down in the process. They run for the 1st time with Ty Chandler. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Play action. Now Wentz. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. That's big Cameron Hayward adding another sack to his career total. They'll make that a 2nd sack here on their 1st drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this 1st quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. The back deep for the Steelers is Calvin Austin. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. A short one there to Freiermuth. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it's 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Here now, 2nd and 4. Now run straight ahead with Warren. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Has an open man, Skoranek. And he will have a Steelers 1st down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots,
and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Throwing now is Rodgers. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Rodgers again now. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
9 yards.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Rodgers now to throw. The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5. A 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
On 4th down, Corliss Waitman on to punt. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. They'll start with a run by Mason. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. Stopped in his tracks and given a loss on that play by Patrick Queen.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
To throw is Wentz. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. Will go down as a gain of 6. 3rd and 7 now.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Here's Ryan Wright now, standing just outside his own goal line. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Steelers' offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. On play action, Rodgers. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the give, it's Warren. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 3. Running a jet sweep. This is Austin. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
Warren is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on first down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Warren again. And this time he is in. Touchdown, Steelers. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And out now come the Vikings. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Looking to put a drive together. A handoff to start the drive to Mason. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. We often give credit to the O-line there. Two tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now Wentz. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 41-yard line. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not at all.
Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
And Wentz going to slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays.
First down.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. On play action, Wentz. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Cameron Hayward. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Now Wentz. That's over the middle. He finds Naylor. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
First down and 10 yards to go.
Throwing now is Wentz. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Carson Wentz. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are an extra point away from evening this one up. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
No. Davis from the top rope. I like it. Extra point attempt to come here. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And the Steelers set to take the field. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Completes it to Austin. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
2nd and 6 at the 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Rodgers going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. DK Metcalf, 74 yards. And the Steelers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Boswell for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And able to get this out to the 25. And the Vikings going to take over here one more time before the half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Wentz. Open man is Naylor. He's got it. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Throwing is Wentz. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Wentz going to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Wentz now to throw. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's got this down to the 35. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So halftime straight ahead, and that means we go to Scott Hansen. It is our EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott, take it away.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hansen and our great crew here in the Orlando studios set for an abridged version of the Halftime Report. This game, to this point, a little slow to begin with, but in the second quarter, the offenses started finding their way. We hope we're set for a great second half, so let's get back out to the stadium and rejoin our
Scott, we thank you as
Brandon
always,
Gunn
and we'll see what
Charles
happens
Davis.
here in the second half. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out with the victory. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. And that sack goes to Asese Atomewo. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Here's 3rd and 6. Now Wentz. On the screen, this is Mason. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Mason on the toss. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now a play fake. Wentz. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going, a little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Here's 2nd and 10. Wentz to throw again. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 15-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
Mason going to get it on first down. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
He was taken down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Now they'll go again with Mason. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
It's a sneak. It's Wentz. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3.
And the Vikings, first down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And he'll get him. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jordan Mason, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, and when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do. You get hungrier. You get greedy in a good way.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. In motion right is Austin. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
Rodgers going to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for a Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Welcome back now to the Emerald Isle. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the fourth quarter. On play action, it's Rodgers. He'll let it fly for Austin. And this is caught. Touchdown. Calvin Austin, 45 yards. And the Steelers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter-punch all throughout, and that touchdown breaks our tie here in the fourth quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again. You talk about those punches and counter-punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage?
Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And in the end, a Calvin Austin touchdown grab finished the drive off. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And the football going back to the Vikings offense. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Looking to put a drive together. On play action, it's Wentz. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On the give, it's Mason. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away.
Fair catch.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over first and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Throwing now is Rodgers. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Finds Austin complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
For Warren. Byron Murphy there on the tackle.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
From the 46, here's second and 9. On the run, it's Warren. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Here comes 3rd down and 7. To throw, it's Rodgers. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
They'll run it, Warren. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Now a play fake. Rodgers. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Rodgers with a keeper. And he will have the Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Here's Warren. Hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. Now running Warren. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Every yard they gain getting them better and better field position, and obviously a field goal makes this a two-score contest. That's really all they need.
And that means for your play caller, he's not looking to the attack portion of his sheet, right? He's looking for, okay, what do we have that's going to keep us in a good spot? No lost yardage plays. Let's kick a field goal and go up 2 scores. If we score a touchdown, great, but that's not what you're really playing for.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Rodgers. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Ben Skowronek, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Steelers have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here this 4th quarter.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and the lead now up to 14.
Vikings 14.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. But Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Looking to put a drive together. From the gun, it's Wentz. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Keanu Benton, the one who got in to bury him. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
It's 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
It's got to have it time. 4th and 9. Now Wentz, got to have this one. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
We're going to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he is going to have a Steeler first down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses